So, ẹ káalẹ́, ẹ kúrọ̀lẹ́, ẹ káàárọ̀, ó dàárọ̀, níbikíbi tí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ bá ń wo ètò yìí. Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí, my name is Ọ̀túnba Ọlábọ̀dé Òsínì. Tonight, I have the pleasure of I'm expecting my guest is an historian. I don't want to start going through his CV because it's too long. Ọmọ Yorùbá wàhálà yín gbọ́ngàn pọ̀, ẹ máa ka gbogbo ìwé tí máfàsìn tó ń gbọ̀ngàn tó kọ̀ọ̀kan tí ò ráyè kà. Jọ̀ọ́ kínní kan lùgáàdì gbogbo ẹ̀ ṣá. And then having said that, àyòmọye wa náà ló máa ń jẹ́ pé a máa kàn ka àwọn òwe yẹn lákàn tí láti fi ṣe exam, láti pass exam. And then sáré fi degree kan sí. But the reality ni pé you'll be shocked pé most of them nǹkan tó ti há sí ìtàn lòsì ní kan àgbẹ̀ àkìlá kan máa ṣe àwọn nǹkan kan tí a dẹ̀ rí pé ṣé ẹni lọ sí school ṣáà tọ̀ ètò kúkú lọ. Pé wà ní University of Aberdeen, pé wà ní Metropolitan University, Howard ní Amẹ́ríkà, Princeton. Tó bá délé ìwà tí wọ́n máa fi kò tiẹ̀ ní dàbí pé wọ́n lọ sí school rárá àtọ̀. And you cannot blame them. Ohun tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Nàìjíríà, the structure tí ó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Nàìjíríà kò lè jẹ́ kéèyàn ṣe dáadáa. Gbogbo àwọn nǹkan tó lè máa enhance education wọ́n ti paná ẹ̀, gbogbo ẹ̀ kò tiẹ̀ ṣiṣẹ́ mọ́. Fúngbà tí èmi náà fún mi oṣù mẹ́ta, ṣùgbọ́n there was a time lórí when I was bent television níbi for 3 years wọn ní lẹ́pẹ̀ ìdẹ̀ ní gómìnà kan lè ti wá. So we got that message. So àwa pariwo yẹn for about 2-3 days ní television. Wọ́n lọ connect náà mi mọ̀ bí wọ́n lẹ́ni tó fẹ́ gbé ẹni tó gbowó transformer bí òun ló kó dání ni àbí ló jí owó kò tí anyway corruption na Monday to Friday corruption. Then another thing ni pé tẹ bá fẹ́ lọ sí Nàìjíríà after so many years nílùú òyìnbó ẹ̀ ní ìdíkẹ́ kan gbìn ní abẹ́rẹ́ oríṣi mẹ́ta. Abẹ́rẹ́ oríṣi mẹ́ta ni wọ́n láti gún yín ìmúlẹ̀ láti successfully stay in Nigeria. Ẹni tó bá ní òun ò nígbà kankan mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta wọ́n ń parọ́ ni kò lè survive ni. Bẹ̀tẹ̀ jẹ́ kí n gbìyànjú tó bá ní máa pẹ̀ sí káwọn abẹ́rẹ́ yẹn sí wọ́n tún dàbí ìpè ọ̀tún bá òtí ẹ̀ mo rí ní tó jápọ̀ ní ìrìn àbẹ̀tí tó the best ni kí ó wá láti ìlú oníkálukú and now happen to come from Yorùbá nation. So I'm still expecting my guest Alagba Oluwole Ajala. This particular man yìí Òṣèwádé ẹ̀gbọ́ I'm knowing for I remember very well pé he was at my 40th birthday nílùú yìí. It was 1987 and ever since we been friends. One of the very few friends you can lie, you can talk over and everything with him. Kò sábà ń wo wàhálà èèyàn, kò ń wago alágọ ṣiṣẹ́. You always meet with him. Tí wọ́n dẹ̀ lóhùn kò wá ń sábà keep appointment lọ. Kò tí ì dé because ó máa ń busy gan. Bẹ̀tẹ̀ kọ̀ọ̀kan tó bá ráyè báyìí come to my house àjẹjọ jókòó àlejòkó whole day. So I'm trying to call him ṣé lè jẹ́ kí n máa ṣe báyìí bẹ́ẹ̀ bóyá kí n bẹ̀ sí fáànù àwọn tí bá kí n bẹ̀ sí fáànù wọn tí wọ́n ti ń lé tìwá sí studio. We are waiting for you in the studio now.
Mi ò rí link yẹn.
Mo send ẹ̀ sí ẹ, màá tún send ẹ̀ sí ẹ.
Okay, because I've been sitting beside my computer.
Yeah, I'll send it to you again. I'll send it. Ó wà ń bẹ̀.
Okay.
Bẹ̀ típíkù àwọn Iléṣà Èkìtì nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ẹ rí nǹkan ṣáde máa. Let me send it to you again. You see? So, òun lè gbọ́ yẹn o. Wọ́n láwọn ò rí bẹ́ẹ̀ hàn níná. Ibi tó dẹ̀ ń gbé àdúgbò àwọn olówó ló dẹ̀ ń gbé ìlú ìkẹ́ báyìí lọ́wọ́ wọn ní. Kò sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ o. So, ẹ̀yin èèyàn mi, tonight, like I always say, is going to be great. We're going to have fun. I'll be talking to my guest nípa n tó ń lọ Nàìjíríà. Then nípa ìrìn àjò wa sí Yorùbá land. I'll be asking him different questions, but most importantly is tonight mo fẹ́ dedicate me fún education of how àwọn nǹkan báyìí tá a fẹ́ gbàlúwa. What do we need to do? What have we been doing? And what could we do again to make it proper? Because to me, I don't know. I've been told to mind my business, and that comes from a very, very good, dear friend. The one will pay if I start minding my business. Kí ni àwọn tí ò yé báwo ṣe máa gbọ́? Báwo ni wọ́n máa ṣe gbọ́ pé ẹnìkan kan ò lè declare nǹkan kan kó lóun declare ìlú kan láàrin ìlú kan. Number one, felony náà àti ẹ̀kọ́kọ́ láti kọ́kọ́ gbé. I just hope Dípò Onítìrí come forward and tell us pé ibi tí òun ti ń declare tán wá tán tí ìlú tó ti ń declare yẹn tí wọn ọ̀dẹ̀ rí tiẹ̀ gbọ́ tán rí tiẹ̀ rí even election máa dé next week tàbí next month ni. Traditionally, declaration of another country in the country is a treason. Let me just say it. Treason. Ọ̀nlá ti wá ẹ̀kan ọ̀nlá bá ọ̀tí ẹ̀dẹ̀ rí ẹ ìtàn ti kọ́ declare gbogbo náà ti ń gbọ́. Ìyá wọn yìí ó hàn tí ìná wà. Then radio station tó dẹ̀ nílẹ̀ àwọn nìkan náà kò tún radio station kankan mọ́ sí. Àwọn radio station ní 7-8 hours nílẹ̀. So ọ̀rọ̀ pọ̀ nínú ìwé kọ́bọ̀. Èyí tó wá ń fọ́ ìhun lórí ẹni àpèpé ló ń fọ́ ẹ lórí Ọ̀túnba Ìwó ní tiẹ̀ kí ló wá fọ́ ẹ lórí tó yẹn. O dẹ̀ yìí ṣe padà kó máa wò ó tiẹ̀ ní pé kéèyàn máa fi òdo gba ọ̀kan kò ṣeé ṣe. Kí ẹ sọ pé nǹkan 0 tí ẹ lè gbọ́dọ̀ pé òun ní 1 kó ní 0 yẹn kí ló yẹ fi ṣe. A kàn máa pọ́n sínú apẹ̀rẹ̀ kí ló fẹ́ fi ṣe. Kí lẹ ṣe máa sọ wípé ẹ ti declare ẹ ṣe reclamation ẹ ṣe occupation ẹ ṣe cessation ẹ ṣe application ẹ ṣe kinní kan níbo. Níbo lẹ ti ṣe application wọ̀nyí ẹ dẹ̀ lẹ ṣe ọ̀nà ti ṣe ní 8 states. One of the states ni òun rò pọ́n lọ níjẹta àbíjọ́ tó ń ṣe acquisition mi kí wọ́n ṣàṣe kìíní kan náà tọ́nà kó wọ́n bẹ̀. The simplest way fún ordinary person tí ò lè kọrúkọ rẹ̀ ni pé kó gbọ́ pé wọ́n ti change ìjọba o. Wọ́n dẹ̀ ti change ìjọba sí ìjọba ti Yorùbá, ìjọba tiwantiwa kí àwọn yẹn lẹ́pà ìyẹn láta àwọn yẹn lálùbọ́sà kan ní yahoo ọpẹ́ o àjọ ayọ̀ nǹkan kan bẹ́ẹ̀ converse kí ni wọ́n bẹ̀ sí dùn. Mo dẹ̀ trust àwọn Yorùbá wọ́n ti máṣọ oríṣiríṣi wọ́n ti wọ́n ti ẹ̀ ti dàgbò wọ́n ti gbogbo ẹgbẹ́ gọ́tà wọ́n ti so a máa lùlù a máa jó. Kò sí yẹn o àti gbọ́ kàn sọ pé orí pépà orí program kan la kàn gbọ́. Ó tiẹ̀ wá fọ́nì, gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n ń gbé àwọn tó ń gbé ìyá onítìrí káàkiri ńgbà yẹn, gbogbo wọn ni mọ́tò wọn ó ti pọ́ńṣọ̀. torí àwọn tó jálábòsí pọ̀ láàrin wọn, that is the truth. Àwọn táwọn gangan jẹ́ aláya olódo, mo mọ nǹkan tí mò ń sọ. Ẹ̀kọ́ àwọn gangan kàn ṣe pé kínní ni ṣe try and error. Ẹ lọ pẹ́ sí gbàjọba, ìjọba ò lè gbà, níbo lẹ gbà sí? Gbàjọba wọ́n ṣe ń gbàjọba ni. Gbàdúrà kọ́lọ̀ máa yẹ kẹrí wàhálà. Tí àmì bá change ìjọba lọ́la tó bá gba ìjọba ní Nàìjíríà, ẹ mọ̀ pé ẹnìkan gbàjọba lọ́wọ́ ẹnìkan. Then story Jésù yé yẹn is about how many years ago ni gbogbo yẹn. àti ní Yorùbá nation wa ti pẹ́ bí 300 years ago láti ń bá bọ̀, níbo la bá dé, níbo ni comma, níbo ni full stop. The combination of Yorùbá, Ìjọ, Ẹ̀bígbò, Rome, Benin kọ̀ọ̀kan àti Ẹdó, Imo oríṣiríṣi ló ti wà together bá a ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí. So, and it's under one place. The umbrella is called Nigeria. Nigeria is a fraudulent country. We all know that. We all know that. It's a fraudulent country. So, as we speak, we discover a pay. Tá a bá ṣàlàyé yẹn fáwọn èèyàn wa àti wá gbà padà, kì í ṣe orin, kì í ṣe bread and butter, kì í ṣe breakfast. It's not going to be a simple skill just like that. No. We're involved. Many things will be involved in it. Pẹ́ Aláàjì ti dé o. Bàbá, hello. Ẹ bá mi ṣàlàyé fún àwọn èèyàn kí ló tẹ pẹ́. Ṣé àti ìdè Nàìjíríà àti ìdè Yorùbá land rẹ, ẹ̀yin olórí ẹ̀yin national leader. Ẹ wo ẹ bá mi wo máa yìí dáadáa o. Ẹlòmíì àríyá ni ó ṣe bí 48. Ó jù mí lọ bí 2 months or 3 months. Kí ló paná fún? Tọ́nà náà. Alex Oluwole.
Mo ti tán. Ṣé ẹ rí mi sìn?
Ṣe rí ọ̀rẹ́ ẹ̀, ẹni tó bá rí 3 months ló gbà lọ́wọ́ mi o. 3 months ẹ̀ dẹ̀ rí pé òun ti pé 76 ní December last year. Èmi yẹ̀ bá pé tèmi ní March. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n kaná. December, January, February. 3 months ní máa tó ìbí. Ọ̀rẹ́ mi, how are you?
December 12.
Àwọn dẹ̀ mo ń sọ, mi ò kú. Anyway, 3 months ló fi jù bá lẹ̀
Fine.
Jẹ́ kí n gbádùn.
Ẹ dúró, there's double entry ní bíbá yìí. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n tún reset.
Kí ló tún dé o?
Then reset.
Okay, anyway, it's just part of the show. So ẹ̀yin tí ẹ ti wọlé ẹjọ́ bá mi ṣe kíní ẹ share, like, love, kíní yìí tó tún kù after love, subscribe, kíní kankan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ẹ bá mi ṣe, all because káwọn èèyàn tí wọn mọ tán wò ṣó yìí kán lè wò, kán lè tún bá wa ṣe pé and opportunity wà láti calling on tó bá yẹ pé outside UK, that's +44 7368 465 054. This, my guest tonight, is an historian. At first, me ò bá jiyàn rí because into study yàtọ̀ sí tèmi study. But I come to live with him because I know that he knows so much about historical background di gbogbo tá à ń sọ àwa tá à ń jà fún pé à ń láti gbalẹ̀ wa. So I want to start by asking him to introduce himself. Many people know, but you never know. Let's assume pé ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ń join wa tẹ́ ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ń gbọ́ for the first time. Mọ̀. Alex, introduce yourself.
Just a minute. I'm resetting. I know you can hear me. I'm resetting this thing.
Don't reset me. Mi ò gbowó ní eléyìí o. It's just this is just to educate the people. Gbogbo tó fẹ́ reset tó fẹ́ dàbí pé láti kíní. Ṣé ni mọ́tò ló wà ní?
Inú ilé mo wà. Kí ni fóònù mi
Ọtún wá dàrú sí bó ṣe ṣe tẹ́lẹ̀ wà òkè náà.
Inú ilé mo wà. The reception is broadcasting on 2 levels.
Pa kan náà. Pa ojú kan kò dẹ̀ fi kan sí kò dẹ̀ yẹ ká bẹ̀rẹ̀. Àwọn èèyàn ti ń dúró náà.
And that's what I'm trying to do. And then,
bó ṣe wọlé tẹ̀tẹ̀lẹ̀, that was fantastic. Jẹ́ ká máa bá lọ báyìí, kò sí náà lù tèmi náà. Again, I want to fẹjú ẹ̀sùn, mo fẹ́ tó àṣírí ẹ̀. You are looking like 53, 54.
just a minute.
Kí ló rí? Alex. Kí ló ṣe, can you see me? Ṣé orí mi ṣá, ṣé orí mi? Can you see me? Torí ojú lọ̀rọ̀ wọ èmi àti ẹlẹ́jọ lọ́rọ̀. Can you hear me, Alex? Voilà. Hello? Then another thing, tí máa sọ tí bá get ẹ̀ sí mo fẹ́ sọ nǹkan kan tí mi ò mọ̀ bó máa like ẹ̀ bí ò ní like ẹ̀, but it doesn't matter. I need to tell him because he's one of my best friends. One of my best friends. Actually, when we met about almost 40 years ago, that's something. Exactly. Alex, since I know him, gbogbo owó tó bá nígbà yẹn kámẹ́rà oríṣiríṣi, a máa ya fọ́tò káàkiri in London, a máa gbé kámẹ́rà yẹn káàkiri, but he grown into technology. Because tẹ́lẹ̀ ń gbà yẹn kí la ìgbà tí wọ́n gbé mobile phone wá sí UK, I had the paper to show I was number 400. That was I think 1988. Number 400 to call a mobile phone because I was working in the city and I was earning good money. Owó ṣe pàtàkì, ó ṣe kókó. So really, we've been there, and I know exactly what it is to be going through age of where be 40, 50, 60. So when you now graduate to 70, àwọn kan wà wájú àtọ́ ń ṣáájú wọn yìí láwọn ẹ̀yà àwọn ẹ̀gbọ́n tán jù mí lọ tán ti ń ṣe 80 tán ti fẹ́ kò nídìí 80 gangan. So àwọn ẹgbẹ́ ìbọ̀dé jọjọ jẹ́ ká gbọ́ràn. But it's my pleasure, and I always say this, mi ò take age of 70 anything, I don't take it for granted. We believe in the Almighty. We believe you need to protect whatever you have. So I'm trying to protect myself, do much more things to keep the age going. So because it is really, really not easy. So I can understand I want to more struggle even at a younger age. There are a lot of people, they have problems, ill health, and a lot of illnesses they have to deal with, and that's not exactly what they want. But for some reasons, they run into this kind of problem. So I don't know. I'm very happy. I am who I am, and I'm enjoying every moment of my life. Somebody challenged me and say, "Are you sure you have Are you sure you are 50 something? Have you 70 something? Anyway, that's the truth. Me le jí ìjára mi le jíra mi léjì mi ní tí fẹ́ fi gbà. Ó jẹ́ pé ayé ìgbà kan tí a máa ń fi gbowó ń di ẹ̀ ni mo. Let me ask my friend again. Alex,
Hello.
can you
Yeah,
leave it like this,
I'm back
please?
now.
Just anywhere more.
Uh, I'm now back. I know that I'm in the right channel now.
Thank you. Just leave it. Just leave it.
Okay.
Torí I was saying but tí o bẹ̀ sí switch ara ẹ̀ off. I remember ìwọ gan ti lè gbàgbé 30 something years ago. Owó tó kí ló máa ń kólé kí ló máa ń rà gbà yẹn torí mo sọ ò síbẹ̀. Ó máa ń ra device kan tó máa ń gbé káàkiri always with it. Kí ni kan náà? Sọ̀rọ̀ sókè now.
If you can remind me, there are a lot of devices I had then.
Device tó ń rà ń gbà yẹn Alex was camera. Tẹ́ bá ń wá picture 30 something years ago. Man yìí ẹ̀rí lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀.
Oh yes, I did a diploma in photography and videography at the
Yes.
Polytechnic of Central London, which later became the University of Westminster.
Yes. Correct.
So it's now the University of Westminster. Yeah.
Yes.
And I have a whole box of over 1,000 pictures that shows different presentation. And I have some of you sitting in your office in Lincoln International Insurance Company.
New West End, wow.
Yeah.
I don't know how I look like.
So I sent you one of the copies some 2 years, 3 years ago.
I remember.
Where you were looking like my boy.
when I also look at how it was 1965 when I was working with BWA. BWA is a bank for West Africa.
Yeah.
And I look at myself and I say, oh my, is it me?
Or somebody else.
Or somebody else. Anyway, let's get started. Alex, please
Thank
do
you.
not touch
anything. Thank you for your patience. I'm very sorry. My computer that I used before crashed, so I've been trying to reset it. It's still not coming on, although it's blurred. So I'm using my phone.
I can see you. We can see you. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹni tí ò bá rí Alagba Alex Oluwole tí ò bá rí ẹ jọ̀ọ́ phone tàbí kẹ́ send text. Kẹ́ comment. But I can see you very well. I'm very happy to have you. Let's be more serious. Do introduction so my viewers can get to know you. Who are you?
I'm Alex Oluwole Ajala. I come from Yoruba land that is currently part of Nigeria. That's the way I describe it. And when I got to Europe, particularly Great Britain, and I was asked to introduce myself at my workplace, I said the same thing. I said, I'm Alex Oluwole Ajala, which is the current name. The old name is better forgotten because I've signed it out. And I said, I'm from the Yoruba land of West Africa, part of which is in Nigeria. I have to describe it clearly because most of our colleagues in the West, Europe and America, do not know the difference. They think everybody is either a Nigerian or a Congolese and all that. The countries their people created, those are their creation. They are not our countries. And that's one of the things I keep on stressing. We Africans are living in countries created for us by Europeans. So we really don't have our own native countries yet. Until we realize that fact and we define who we are, which some scholars in Europe already do know, that is the major cause of the problems we are having in Africa. Immediately after independence, if you all cast your mind back, we had coups upon coups and all of that, the killings all across board. And these killings is related to who you are, where do you come from. If you do not come from the correct ethnic national, you have your head off. So this can no longer continue in Africa with particular reference to Nigeria. And that is why my friend will describe me as a historian. I'm more than a historian. I'm a contemporary study person of the events that have happened in the past as related to the current events. So I'm just a researcher. I'm not a professional historian, but I'm a dedicated historian trying to find answers to the problem we are all facing in Africa, with particular reference to that country called Nigeria that was created at the expense of the French, because most of what is called Nigeria now could have been under French control. That's one thing which you all know, particularly Sokoto area, uh, Kishi area, more, up to Iseyin and Ilorin were under French control at some point in the attempt by Europeans to create new trading posts. They came to create new trading posts, not nations. So the British did not come to create a Nigerian nation. They came to create a trading post at the expense of the French. I emphasize. Thank you.
We're gonna get more information about that, because I'll be very honest with you. I only did history to pass my exams in A level, nothing more. Yeah, having said that, in course of growing up, reading this and reading that, I have learned, I have known more and more about Africa. Somebody just said to me, send me a text and say, please, Ejo, Baba Ajala, I want to gbọ́ kí ni bẹ́ẹ̀ kẹ́ jọ nítorí Ọlọ́run, ẹ má jẹ́ kí òyìnbó pọ̀ jù. Nísìnyí ẹ pé ẹ ti claim Yorùbá nìyí, but òyìnbó tẹ̀ ń sọ yìí fẹ́ pọ̀ jù. That's the message I just got now. Pé ẹ jọ kẹ́ olóòtú, ẹ jẹ́ kí Bàbá Àjàlá sọ mọ́ Yorùbá, kẹ́yìn náà máa sọ òkè kúrú, má fi ṣe wa hù, mo ti gbọ́. Torí ohun tó dùn ló máa ń pọ̀ lọ́rọ̀ ẹni. Àwọn èèyàn tó bá ní ká sọ èdè yẹn, I can understand where they're coming from. But ẹ jọ, while we are talking about that, help share
Ṣé bá
this.
lè jẹ́ kí n dáhùn ọ̀gbẹ́ni tó sọ̀rọ̀ kí ṣe pé mi ò gbọ́ Yorùbá. Ṣé ní gbogbo program tá à ń sọ ṣe yìí, àwọn tí à ń sọ fún pé a fẹ́ ní orílẹ̀-èdè tiwa, ó yẹ kí wọ́n gbọ́ kán mọ ìdí abájọ pé ó ti bẹ̀ sí yí àwa náà, because ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wọn táwọn èèyàn wa ti ń pàdé, wọ́n á máa sọ pé it's about time you Yorùbá people go and form your country. Nílé gan kò yé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn ènìyàn wa, and it is also best pé tá a bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ lórí àwọn program wa ká sọ èdè ìlú àti èdè wa náà, torí a fẹ́ kí àwọn èèyàn wọn náà tó ń gbọ́ wa kọ́rọ̀ tí à ń sọ kó yé wọn, torí kì í ṣe kì í ṣe kíní là ń ṣe lọ́wọ́, bí eré mọ̀-mí-mọ̀ pé Yorùbá ni wá. It's like a festival. We are not conducting it. It's a very serious matter. Là ń bá ara wa sọ pé a fẹ́ ní ìlú wa padà. A dẹ̀ fẹ́ kí àwọn aráàlú yòókù kan gbọ́ pé ìlú kan máa jáde tó ń jẹ́ Yorùbá land tàbí Oòduà nation. So ẹ jẹ́ kí balance ẹ̀.
All right,
Sọ Yorùbá máa sọ kí ni.
Yeah, okay. I can understand that. I can also appreciate that this broadcast is all about our anticipation, our wishes, our dreams, and we are questioning. We want our own country out of a contracted location, as we said. Like we but láti wá jáde ibi tá a há sí yẹn sí, we need to follow a process. Let me start, because as my topic and what is scrolling on the screen shows, I promise people that I want to talk about Nigeria a little bit, because we are still there, despite the fact that you just made a statement. Somehow we've been there the last 60 something years. we are still there. Okay, kò possible láyé mọ́ tí a máa ní láti lo too many years before ká tó jáde níbi táwa. A quick, some people are asking me pé now election àwọn kan plan ẹ̀ ní wọ́n fẹ́ kàn ṣe election nígbà tán lẹ̀ ti ṣẹlẹ̀ tán lẹ̀ fẹ́ ṣe election sí kò lè jẹ́ ṣé wọ́n ṣe election wọ́n ṣe election ìjọ máa ní effect lórí àwa campaign àti àwọn campaign fún Yorùbá.
Nǹkan tó wà níbẹ̀ ni pé ó dà pé a tètè bẹ̀rẹ̀ nǹkan tó yẹ ká máa ṣe. Àwa gan la gbọ́dọ̀ kọ́ bẹ̀ sí ṣe election tó mí ni pé ká bẹ̀ sí ṣe ìkéde lórílẹ̀‐èdè wa nílé àti ní oko láti fi yé wọn pé ìlú tó ń pè Nàìjíríà òun ṣèlú ti bàbá wa. Àwọn bàbá wa ò ní ọwọ́ nípa bí wọ́n dálẹ̀ bí ṣe fèdè bó sọ tẹ́lẹ̀. Àwọn èbó wọ́n dálẹ̀ fún ara tiwọn ni wọ́n dẹ̀ fi wọ́n ní àwọn yòókù àwọn aláwọ̀ funfun yòókù bí àwọn Faransé pé àwọn làwọn ní bíbà yìí o ẹ má wá síbẹ̀ o ṣùgbọ́n tẹ́ bá fẹ́ ṣòwò a lè fún yín láṣẹ láti wá ṣòwò lórí ilẹ̀ wa that is orí ilẹ̀ wọn tó ń pè Nàìjíríà pé mo ní orí ilẹ̀ wa ni wọ́n sọ fún àwọn French orí ilẹ̀ wọn ní Nàìjíríà kò ń ṣe àwa kàn wá nínú ẹ̀ ni bí ara àwọn ìpín tó ń pín àwọn orílẹ̀-èdè kọ̀ọ̀kan tó ń pín mọ́ Nàìjíríà the Yorùbá land, the Igbo land, the Hausa Fulani land, the TV and so on wọ́n kó wọn pọ̀ wọ́n dẹ̀ falà wọ́n ya máàpù tó ń pè nínú geography wọ́n ya máàpù wọ́n ya odi àtẹ̀yìn odi àti gbogbo ibi tó jẹ́ ibi táwọn ti tẹ̀dó ìyẹn àwọn British ẹ̀yin French yìí o tiwa leléyìí ẹ̀yin ẹ lè mú yòókù o bí àwọn Yorùbá kan ṣe bára wọn ní Benin nìyẹn tó ń bára wọn ní Togo tó ń bára wọn ní Southern Accra and Ivory Coast títí lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ kẹ́rí pé àwa Yorùbá mo bá àwọn Yorùbá kan sọ̀rọ̀ tó ń yẹ àwọn ọmọ Ẹ̀gbá tó yẹ kán mọ̀ pé àwọn ẹbí àwọn kan wà ní Benin tí mo béèrè lọ́wọ́ pé Kétu ń kọ́ bo ni Kétu wà àwọn ló wà lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ mo ní Kétu ò sí lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ àdúgbò tó ń jẹ́ Kétu ló wà lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ìlú Kétu Benin ló wà ìlú Yorùbá dẹ̀ ni.
Original Kétu gangan.
Benin ló wà. Ìlú Ẹ̀gbá ara Ẹ̀gbádò kan lára wọn wà wọ́n pín wọn mọ́ Benin kẹyà túmọ̀ yẹn so bí wọ́n ṣe dá àwọn ìlú Áfíríkà lẹ̀ nìyẹn so ẹni tó bá ń pe Nàìjíríà dandan pé Nàìjíríà nílùú òun Nàìjíríà nílùú wa náà but wọ́n pín wa mọ́ ni lákọ̀ọ́kọ́ Yorùbá ni wá tá a wá láti Nàìjíríà àwọn Yorùbá míì wà ní Ivory Coast tó ń wá láti Ivory Coast àwọn Yorùbá míì wà tó ń wá láti Benin àwọn Yorùbá míì wà tó ń wá láti Togo àwọn ọmọ Báṣọ̀run Gáà wọ́n wà ní Southern Accra tẹ́ bá mọ̀ tán Báṣọ̀run Gáà wọ́n lọ ní ìlú Ọ̀yọ́ torí pé àṣemáṣe wọ́n lé òun àti àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ bọ̀ tí wọ́n pa wọn àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ wá lọ tẹ̀dó sí Southern Accra àwọn orúkọ Yorùbá wà ní Accra bíi Mọ́kọ́lá nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn lọ títí ẹni tó bá ti lọ sí ìlú Ìbẹ̀rì nígbà tó ṣì ń jẹ́ Gold Coast even Ghana tó ń pè kì í ṣe orúkọ tí ó yẹ kán pè bẹ́ẹ̀ nìyẹn ara àwọn tó ń sọ pé ń kàwé tó ń ka ọgbọ́n mọ́ mo lè sọ torí Ghana gangan tẹ́ bá mọ̀ máàpù West Africa ibi tí ó wà between Senegal àti Mauritania ní original kí ni Ghana wà.
Hold on, I think I have a caller. Where are you calling from? I mean, hello? Ti gbélé o. A gbé padà. Mo wà lórí national. Mo wà lórí show. Okay, thank you. Continue, Alagba.
Bí máa fi kọ́má béèdè bó ṣe máa sọ máa fi ọ̀rọ̀ ṣókí ló dáa máa dúró ná tẹ́ bá tún béèrè ìbéèrè míì
because
dáhùn
now
nítorí mo mọ̀ pé àwọn
ọ̀rọ̀
ọ̀rẹ́ pọ̀ tẹ́ fẹ́ bí mi.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni ẹ tí dáhùn ọ̀rọ̀ kí ni impact is the election coming up next week or 2 weeks time, is it going to have any impact on our own campaign?
Kò
Whoever wins.
change no matter whoever wins or not win or kan dàrú, because the trend tí mò ń wò sìn, àwọn Niger tí wọ́n ti register, there are millions of them àti tán wá láti northern Ghana, area Tamale àti Burkina Faso, Mali, gbogbo wọn náà ní PVC. Tẹ́ bá rántí election 2015, mo sọ fún àwọn bàbá mi kan tí wọ́n ń pariwo pé Buhari là máa tẹ̀lé, ẹ̀hún ló wá máa lè ṣe, mo ní ẹ̀ ń tanra yín ni o. Wọ́n ní Ajala, torí àwọn náà ti mọ̀ mí s'Ajala, pé ó ti lè sọ̀rọ̀ jù, o ò mọ nǹkan kan, o ò mọ politics Nàìjíríà. Ìjọ kẹta ẹ̀ tán release election náà pè mí padà pé báwo ni Katsina ṣe máa ní 1.9 million, bóná ti rí 10 million people tó wà níbẹ̀. Mo ní ṣe bí mo sọ fún, nígbà tán bá máa ṣe election, wọ́n máa kó ara wọn wọlé, gbogbo wọn náà ti register lọ́kọ̀ọ̀kan, náà ń wọlé tán register pẹ̀lú fún PVC. Èyí tẹ́ ẹ rí ní fídíò tẹ́ wọ́n sọ pé wọ́n rí 500, àwọn yòókù tán ti wọlé fún kọ́. Àwa Yorùbá nísàlẹ̀ àkàntanra wa pa Yorùbá nílùú, àti nílùú láti bẹ̀rẹ̀. Ìbá àwọn bàbá Macaulay ló gbé aago pé àwọn nílùú, láìró wò pé èdè Yorùbá lèmi máa ń sọ. Ṣé àwọn kíní gbọ́ nǹkan tí mo sọ, àwọn Ìgbò àti kíní? Yàtọ̀ sí àwọn Ìgbò kọ̀ọ̀kan tán ti wá sáàrin wa láyé ìgbà yẹn, irú àwọn bàbá Ojukwu àti àwọn others, NS Nkoli, whatever they are, tán gbé láàrin wa, tán lọ sí iléèwé láàrin wa. Táwa bá lọ sí ìlú tiwọn, tí wọ́n máa gbà wá lálejò, irọ́ ni. Dr. Akindele, ó jìyà nǹkan tí mo ń sọ ẹ̀, òun náà rò pé àti nílùú big Nigeria, ó lọ set up clinic Eastern region. Ìgbà tí wọ́n máa ṣe fún, táwọn aráàlú yẹn bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń lo aago láàrin wọn pé ìyẹn nígbàtí tó lóun pera dọ́tọ̀ tó wá láàrin pé ìtẹ́ fi ń lọ sí ilé ìwòsàn ẹ̀, ó ṣoògùn sí gbogbo yín ni o, ẹ má lọ síbẹ̀ mọ́. Dr. Akindele briefcase ló fi padà sí Èkó from Eastern region after many years of service from the 1940s to early 50s tó fi padà. Ẹ bèrè Dr. Akindele ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá jẹ́ ọmọ Èkó. Àti ṣé Martins Curtis Jones la máa tún sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ẹ̀ ni. Tí orí ọ̀rọ̀ tí mò ń sọ bọ̀, election yìí kò dá wa dúró ká má sòótọ́ fúnra wa pé a kì í ṣe ọmọ Nàìjíríà, a kàn ń gbé ń bẹ̀ ni. Tá a rò bá nílùú, a kì í ṣe Nàìjíríà, Yorùbá ni wá, tán pín wa mọ́ Nàìjíríà, bó ṣe pín àwọn Ìgbò àti kíní. Bí àwọn French, bí àwọn British ṣe gba Sokoto lọ́wọ́ French tán wá jọ mọ́ Nàìjíríà tán create, bó ṣe gba part of Bakassi lọ́wọ́ àwọn German tán jọ mọ́ the eastern boundaries. Wọ́n ṣe mọ nǹkan tí mo sọ, ẹni tó lọ pààlà ló kọ pé gbogbo bíbá yóò tèmi ni o, ẹ má débẹ̀ mọ́, tẹ́ bá máa débẹ̀ máa wá gbàṣẹ lọ́dọ̀ mi. Bọ́n ṣe dá Nàìjíríà nìyẹn. So ọ̀rọ̀ pé election yìí ó máa dá wa dúró láti má sòótọ́ fúnra wa pé a gbọ́dọ̀ kúrò ní ìlú tó ń amalgamate. Tẹ́ bá mọ̀ tún amalgamation ní èdè Yorùbá, níbo tí wọ́n bá papọ̀ tí ò bá ṣeé ṣe, wọ́n máa ń túká ni, wọ́n á dismiss ẹ̀, ọ̀kẹ́ ìbò máa sọ pé wọ́n á dissolve ẹ̀. Dissolution ló kan Nàìjíríà ń sìn, torí a ní ìpín ní pé wọ́n dálẹ̀ láti bẹ̀rẹ̀. Àní bàbá mi ti sọ rí, mo máa ń tẹnu mọ́, mi mọ̀ pé ọ̀rọ̀ báyìí ni wọ́n fẹ́ fi sí mi lẹ́nu. Primary 3 náà ti ṣàlàyé kíní fún mi, kan tí mò ń ṣàlàyé fún yín sìn. So kò dá wa dúró,
kò dá dúró. Thank you very much. Again, like I said, any which way, bóyá a máa gba approval láti officially tí our new nation will be born, and then a máa kó mbẹ̀. I'm still of the opinion as a media person pé ìtaba sì lè sọ ń pẹ̀ as we speak káyìí máa sọ, because àti àwọn tó ń fẹ́ dúró àtàwọn tó ń fẹ́ dúró àti àwọn tó ń gbàgbọ́ náà àtàwọn gbàgbọ́ gbogbo náà ń go through ìyà tó dẹ̀ nǹkan méjì ló jẹ́ major problem fún an average Nigerian sì Yorùbá in bracket if you like to say so. Changing of money with your because I can imagine you also you are well spread pẹ̀lú idea education information about different area of endeavour láyé yìí. Changing of money, should that be what is going on in Nigeria and see? Is that a normal situation?
It's an abnormal situation. Nǹkan tí ò bójú mu ni, nǹkan tí ò yẹ kó ṣẹlẹ̀. Tó bá máa yí owó padà, wọ́n máa ń ṣe ní díẹ̀. Tó bá wá di ìgbà kan, wọ́n á sọ pé ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ṣì ní owó tó wà lọ́wọ́ yín o, ẹ lọ sí báǹkì yín, ẹ lọ change ẹ̀. Ṣùgbọ́n ní àwọn bishop míì, wọ́n á gbà á lọ́wọ́ yín, but wọ́n á wá lọ change ẹ̀. Bọ́n ṣe ń ṣe ní ìlú tó bá ní orí nìyẹn. But ìgbà tá à ní ìlú tó lórí, èyí tá a kù sí la rí yẹn. Èbí láyé ìgbà tí Buhari wà ń bẹ̀ around 77 nígbà yẹn or so, tí wọ́n change owó. Èbí ìyà tó jẹ àwọn èèyàn ni àbí ṣé 84 ni àbí 83 84 tí wọ́n change owó. Ìyà tí ó jẹ àwọn èèyàn nìyẹn. Torí wọn ò ro ti ọmọ ẹnìkejì mọ́. Wọn ò ro pé iṣẹ́ tí olúkálùkù ti ń ṣe tó ń wá dúkìá fúnra ẹ̀ tó fi ń tọ́jú fámílì ẹ̀ tó fi ń rán àwọn ọmọ lọ síléèwé tí ẹ kọ̀ láti dálẹ̀ fún wọn. Ẹ lè tún fi yà kún. Ẹ sọ pé ọjọ́ báyìí ẹni tó báyìí ní owó kíní ó fọ́fìtì ẹ̀ ní. Nílùú Queen tẹ́lẹ̀ tó wá di ìlú King nsìn, àìmọye ìgbà tí wọ́n ti change owó. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ọ wà nílùú yìí, ìgbà ọlẹ fìlẹ̀ yàtọ̀ sí jọ́ mi tẹ́ bá mú owó àtijọ́ lọ sí kíní báǹkì ní wọn kì í ná mọ́, wọn ní ẹ máa fi làwọn afún ní mi. Ọ̀ọ́kẹ́ lọ sí ṣọ́ọ̀bù tẹ́ fẹ́ ra nǹkan, wọn ní àwọn ọ̀gbà mọ́, ẹ mú owó yín lọ sí báǹkì torí time limit ẹ ti tó. But ẹ ní fìlẹ̀, ẹ dé báǹkì ẹ fowó àtijọ́ lẹ̀, ẹ gbà tuntun bóyá kó ṣe rí nìyẹn nílùú tó bá lórí. Ìlú an abnormal country, ìlúkìlú ní Nàìjíríà. Mo lè sọ ní ẹni ìgbé àti ní ibikíbi tí bá dé, mo lè sọ fáwọn ìlúkìlú ní Nàìjíríà torí kò ka ènìyàn sí. Tó bá ka ènìyàn sí, ìyà ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ ọmọ ẹnìkejì. Ìyà ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ ẹnikẹ́ni tó wá nílùú tó ní ọ̀rá, tó ní dúkìá, tó ní gbogbo ẹ̀. Ẹ gbàgbé tọ̀rọ̀ epo. Ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ní dúkìá, ó ní gbogbo ẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ láyé àtijọ́. Ìyà ìjọ ọmọ Yorùbá. Olè ò sí láàrin ilẹ̀ Yorùbá.
Tó lè bá ti wá ń gbà yẹn, wọ́n máa kọ́kọ́ ṣé máa ń ṣe àwọn family yẹn ni.
Kó lè tó, in fact ó tún ní orin tó máa ń kọ sí àwọn ènìyàn nílùú kílùú torí ibi tí ìtàn ti dá yẹn kán máa pa àlọ́ àti ìtàn fún àwọn ènìyàn nílùúkílùú tó bá wà láti sọ àwọn ìrírí ayé fún wọn. Àwọn àlọ́ yẹn máa ń ní ìtumọ̀. Ìtàn sọ pé ó ní, tí òyìnbó máa sọ pé ó ní lesson, ó ní ìtumọ̀ fún àwọn ènìyàn. So ẹni tí ò bá lọ sóko tó wá sọ pé ọ̀mùtí ọ̀lẹ tí ò lọ sóko láti wo oko ẹ̀ bóyá iṣu ẹ̀ ti wù kọjá igi láti ká sí padà kó lè wù dáadáa kó lè ta. Ọ̀mùtí ọ̀lẹ nìyẹn. Kò sí ilẹ̀ Yorùbá, wọ́n wọ́pọ̀ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá ńgbà yẹn. Ojú máa ń tì wọ́n láti ní àwùjọ. Àwa dé tán, àwa gba àwọn àlejò sára, àwa ń sọ wọ́n di ọmọ ìlú. Àwa ń sọ pé tewé bá pẹ́nu ọṣẹ, ó dọṣẹ nìyẹn. Kò ń ṣe ọṣẹ gidi. Mo sọ fún kábíyèsí kan, ọṣẹ àdàmọ̀dì ni. torí ọṣẹ àdàmàdì ìjọ tó bá máa fara ẹ̀ hàn kò ní fọ aṣọ mọ́, kò ní fọ aṣọ mọ́.
But Alagba Ajala, when you say that, I think I want to say something. Are you saying, are you inferring to gbogbo àwọn oríṣiríṣi àwọn ẹ̀dá oríṣiríṣi àwọn èdè oríṣiríṣi tí a ti accommodate tán ti bá wa gbé tán ti fẹ́nu ara àwọn ọmọ wa tá àwọn ọmọ náà dẹ̀ ti fẹ́nu ọmọ wọn? Are you saying pé tá a bá débi tá à ń lọ, are you saying that might be a problem or what? Speak out.
It's a problem, but a máa gbọ́dọ̀ dínkù. That's what Papa Kọ́lọ́run fọ̀run kẹ́ bàbá yẹn tó kọ̀wé pé peaceful dissolution of Nigeria yẹn, Papa Adeniran of 134 Bangbose lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ was a great lawyer, pẹ̀lú ìyàwó a great medical personnel in their time. I think she's still alive, but the husband has gone. My mentor, of course, my second mentor, I will call him after my grandfather. He said that it has been a big mistake among the Yorubas to just become a lọ́fẹ́ àwọn àjòjì tó ń ṣe Yorùbá. Nítorí pé lọ́jọ́ iwájú ọmọ wọn fẹ́ mọ ibi tán ti wá. Wọ́n fẹ́ padà sílùú wọn. Ó dẹ̀ ń ṣẹlẹ̀ àti mọ̀rú ẹ̀ dáadáa. Ó ń ṣẹlẹ̀.
All right.
Ṣèbí ọmọ Muritàlá tí Yorùbá bí fún. Ìgbà tó rò bí bóyá àwọn èèyàn bàbá òun máa ṣe tòun tó wá tún rí pé àwọn èèyàn ìyá ní kóun tẹ̀lé. Ǹjẹ́ wọn ò pàdánù? Abẹ́ ẹ̀ mọ̀. The son of Muritàlá wọn pàdánù.
I think a similar situation was with Gowon. But the other thing, ìyẹn wà straightforward there. All right. Now, ọ̀rọ̀ wàhálà epo àwọn èèyàn wa náà ń suffer because like I said, kò sí bá ṣe fẹ́ discuss even tí wọ́n ṣe pọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nìkan la fẹ́ sọ. Ọ̀rọ̀ wàhálà epo àwọn tí wọ́n rí epo ṣé ìyẹn náà normal ṣá ta ní refinery?
Ara àṣìṣe wa láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ nìyẹn ta rò bí bóyá ìlú tó tóbi ló yẹ ká wà pẹ̀lú. Èyí tí àwọn èèyàn wa kan àwọn tán láwọn kàwé ńláńlá tó máa ń pè ní Pan-Africanism pé ìkan náà ni wá. À ń ṣèkan náà l'Africa. We are different nations. And Africa is not a country. Africa ò ń ṣe ìlú ẹyọ kan. Ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ ni àwọn ẹ̀dá tí Ọlọ́run dálẹ̀ sí orílẹ̀ Africa. So in the process, àwọn kan wá rí pé táwọn bá lo ọgbọ́n láti gba ẹ̀tọ́ tó tọ́ fún àwọn tán ní epo yẹn ń ṣe epo Nàìjíríà, epo Niger Delta ní tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá mọ̀. Niger Delta ló ní. Ẹ wá mú òfin irọ́, ẹ wá sọ pé all mineral belongs to Nigeria. Kò belong to Nigeria, it belongs to the people of Niger Delta. Ìtòwù wọn ní kàn fi ṣe trade. Àwa tá a sọ pé a ní sovereignty over them la máa ní arrangement láti sọ pé percentage wo lẹ lè fún wa, kì í ṣe pé percentage wo ni a lè fún wọn. Ẹ wo Texas and even the areas of the state tán ní epo, àwọn individual tó wà lórí ibi tí epo ti jáde náà ní epo wọn. Tax náà ń san fún federal US. Tax. And that's why tí ẹ máa ń gbọ́ pé àwọn Texan oil barons, àwọn olówó ńláńlá oil àti even agriculture, àwọn tó ní oko rẹ́rẹ́rẹ́rẹ́, oko àgbàdo. Tẹ́ ẹ bá mọ̀, America is one of the largest producers of maize in the world. Àwọn àgbẹ̀ hàn ni wọ́n, but wọ́n ti mechanize ẹ̀ tó yẹ pé percentage àwọn tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ lóko is less than 5% of the population. Whereas ní Africa, more than 70% of the people are engaged in rudimentary agriculture. They talk on ṣoko ṣúkẹ́ṣúkẹ́ káàkiri. Kì í ṣe páàlè.
So no wonder tó jẹ́ pé some of the oúnjẹ tí àwọn èèyàn expect gbàdé pé you are not using latest tools láti cultivate láti fi activate some of this agricultural produce yẹn
bẹ́ẹ̀ni
production máa wà definitely low.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni
Yeah.
so jẹ́ kí n ṣàlàyé ìyẹn gan-an western region ó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí í ṣe kíní ẹ̀ kó gbòòrò tó ní agric extension services tó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí í set up ibi tí àwọn àgbẹ̀ ti lè yá àwọn nǹkan machine tó fi lè lọ ṣoko kì í ṣe pé wọ́n máa sanwó ẹ̀ ní immediately o torí ẹjọ́ mo sọ èdè ìbò pọ̀ ọ̀tún láti sọ mọ́
No problem.
kì í ṣe kíákíá ni wọ́n máa sanwó pé wọ́n yá àwọn ẹ̀rọ wọ̀nyẹn ìgbà tán bá ti pè tán tà so wọ́n tán bá yá àwọn akọ orúkọ wọn lẹ̀ pé wọ́n yá cost of yíyá òun ni máa kọlẹ̀ ìgbà tó bá yá wọ́n á dá padà wọ́n á fún ọ ní tákàdá pé iye tẹ́ ẹ jẹ kíní resource center ni tán bá wá ti ta nǹkan ọ̀gbìn wọn wọ́n á san owó yẹn kì í ṣe kíákíá o wọ́n á sọ percentage ẹ̀ so that wọ́n á lè tún wá yá machine yẹn àwọn tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ ní resource center yẹn náà máa lọ bá wọn fi ṣiṣẹ́ lóko wọ́n á tún padà because there's ready money in the Ministry of Agric and Development and tó ń pè ní extension services nígbà yẹn wọ́n ní àwọn àgbẹ̀ léèbò tó wà ministry tó máa lọ sí ìlú kọ̀ọ̀kan tó ń gbé láàrin àwọn tó ń ṣoko wọ́n ní machine rush bicycle rally motorcycle alùpùpù AGS tàbí jeep kíní Land Rover àti àwọn àlòkù Second World War náà kó fún wọn tó fi ń rìn káàkiri so integration ìbáṣe wà pẹ̀lú àwọn ìjọba àtàwọn aráàlú nígbà yẹn àwọn aráàlú tán bá dáwó pé àwọn fẹ́ ṣe nǹkan báyìí ìjọba á fi 2/3 kún owó yẹn bọ́n ṣe manage western region gbà yẹn nìyẹn tí gbogbo ẹ̀ dá mèremère a lè padà sí ṣe kíni ẹ̀ torí mo gbọ́ kí àwọn gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì ìranù tán kó jọ tán láwọn ṣe APC PDP whatever they call themselves or AC àwọn náà ra machine but wọ́n á expect pé kí farmer wá gbówó lẹ̀ láti rent ẹ̀ bó ní farmer tí ò ní owó báwo ló ṣe fẹ́ rent kíní then it means the government is not ready to develop agriculture wọn ò fẹ́ kí ìlọsíwájú wà fún àwọn àgbẹ̀ wọ́n á máa parọ́ pé àwọn fún wọn ní tọ́rọ́ kọ́bọ̀ kí ṣe bóyá kó ṣe rí nìyẹn ó yẹ kí wọ́n ní àwọn tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ ní àwọn research stations gbọ́dọ̀ wà ní gbogbo létò káàkiri láti mọ nǹkan tí ò bá jẹ́ kí àwọn nǹkan tó ń gbìn kó ṣe dáadáa kán mọ location bíi tí ilẹ̀ ọ̀bá ti ní ọ̀rá tó kí ni wọ́n máa ṣe sí nǹkan tó ń ṣe nígbà tí a lọ run western region nìyẹn but unfortunately western region rò bá àwọn lè ṣe gbogbo nǹkan táwọn ń ṣe nílé àwọn sí àwọn orílẹ̀ yòókù kò ibi tán ti ń ronú pé ká ìjọṣepọ̀ nìyẹn mistake ńlá gbáà ni torí báwo lẹ ṣe fẹ́ ṣepọ̀ pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ tẹ́ ẹ̀ gbédè ẹ̀ ṣèdè èbó bí ẹ ṣe sọ ṣèdè èbó ni a fẹ́ fi ṣe ìlú ni èmi fẹ́ rí pé tá a bá gbàlú wa tán kí olórí wa kó lọ sí United Nations kán ju language wa sí the pool of translated languages kí olórí wa dìde kó sọ Yorùbá káwọn tán yòókù kan fi kíní sétí kán máa fi gbọ́ translation of our language that's the beauty of a nation àti ní nation láfíríkà kankan ẹ wo ìtìjú tó wà ńbẹ̀ ẹ rí gbogbo wọn wá lọ sí United Nations èyí tó máa ṣe èdè wá sọ èdè Gẹ̀ẹ́sì èyí tó máa sọ Portuguese á sọ Portuguese ẹ dẹ̀ pé ráyé Africans ẹ rí pé ìtìjú ńlá ni fún gbogbo wa ẹni tó bá rò bíi pé ká ṣe dìmọ́ Nàìjíríà kò ní ìtìjú nìyẹn èmi fẹ́ kí n rí àwọn Fúlàní náà kán yan lórí wọn kán lọ sí United Nations kán fi language tiwọn náà síbẹ̀ káwọn náà máa sọ èdè wọn káwa náà máa sọ èdè tiwa bẹ́ẹ̀ kó ṣe rí nìyẹn mi ò hate anybody but èmi ò tanra mi pé ìkan náà ni wá à ń ṣèkan náà Ọlọ́run Olódùmarè ò dá wa ní kankan náà ẹ bá wo Bible tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa Bábẹ́lì ṣèbọ́ lọ́run pín àwọn ìlú lọ́tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ pẹ̀lú èdè ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ pẹ̀lú orílẹ̀ ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀. Báwo la ṣe wá fẹ́ kó gbogbo ẹ̀ pọ̀ ká wá máa sọ pé ìkan náà ni wá, orílẹ̀ ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ àti orílẹ̀-èdè ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ tí Ọlọ́run ti ṣe lẹ̀, ẹ̀ wá máa sọ pé we are one. Báwo lẹ ṣe jẹ́ ìkan náà? Tẹ́ bá tẹ̀ sọ pé ìkan náà ni, tẹ́ lọ sọ ní Kafachan, tí wọ́n máa gbé èdè tẹ́ sọ, àyìn ará bíbá ìkan náà ni wá o. Nǹkan tó yẹ ká rò nìyẹn.
Now mo fẹ́ lọ
for
sí
every minute now kò yẹ ká máa promote pé Nigerians ni wá at all. I'm a Yoruba man who happens to be from Nigeria by default.
Yeah, by default. Yeah, I agree with that. But the truth of the matter, Nipe, and I'm doing this as not necessarily devil advocate, not necessarily because I want to be different. But it's not like the realistic present position where we are. We are still in Nigeria. We are yet to, and that takes me to another area that I want to discuss with a scholar like yourself. Not long ago, starting from October last year, that there was a issue of a declaration, and then thereafter reclamation, then thereafter occupation. What do you want to tell my viewers? What and do you you are not immune, you are not different from other people. What do you want to say to Anton Bowansi from your
mo rẹ́rìn-ín.
yeah,
ṣé àwọn tó ń pè declaration, confirmation, claim, ẹ túmọ̀ sédè Yorùbá.
What does that mean? I'm talking about.
ẹni kan túmọ̀ sédè Yorùbá láti sọ fún àwọn aráàlú.
Before
ṣé
you
wọ́n ṣó yé wọn? ẹ ní grounds to declare. Ẹ lè declare ńgbà tí àwọn ọ̀dà ìlú bá ti recognize ní. Tẹ́ mọ̀ pé by the time tí wọ́n bá sọ síta ẹ gbọ́, tí wọ́n bá sọ síta tẹ́ mọ̀ pé ẹ ti wà ní ọ̀nà òdodo pé àwọn aráàlú báyìí ti gbà pé ilẹ̀ Yorùbá máa dá dúró. But nǹkan tá à ń sọ nìyẹn pé ká tó lè dá dúró a gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe campaign. Yàtọ̀ sí pé wọ́n náà sign ní 5 million the 5 million signatory tí wọ́n sọ, assume that it was correct. It's just a step forward towards calling for a referendum. And to call for a referendum, you have to first of all campaign at home to talk to the minds sọ fún àwọn aráàlú àtàwọn ará oko gbogbo wọn pé nǹkan báyìí ni a fẹ́ ṣe o. Ṣé ẹ fọwọ́ sí ní pé a fẹ́ kúrò ní Nàìjíríà tí a bára wa torí pé a kì í ṣe Nàìjíríà. Àti ṣe gbogbo campaign yẹn ẹ̀dẹ̀ ń lo aago pé declare. Àwọn tẹ́ ń sọ fún wọn ní declare kíni? Claim kíni?
ọ̀nà ti declare ìgbà ti gbà as a matter of fact. Àwọn kan láàrin ara wa yìí let me work with you. Àwọn kan láàrin ara sọ pé àwọn ti ṣe declaration, wọ́n ti ṣe reclamation, wọ́n ti ṣe occupation. Èyí tó kù tán ṣe ń sìn ní pé kọ́kàn lọ acquire ni hopefully bóyá next month next month March or so.
Kí ni gbogbo ìranù pé declaration, occupation, whatever and acquire? Kò ní meaning. Èmi sọ fún whoever is saying it, kọ́ má ti àwọn ọmọ wa sí nǹkan tó ọmọ ìtumọ̀ ẹ̀. Ìtumọ̀ pé a fẹ́ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá gbọ́dọ̀ wà kó jẹ́ nǹkan tí ó yé gbogbo èèyàn kérédé, kó yé wọn, kán yé sáré tẹ̀lé àwọn politician. Ẹ ṣáà rí gbogbo àwọn ìwọ́de tí àwọn politician ṣe bá àwọn èèyàn wa ṣe bí Yorùbá ni wọ́n. Ṣé wọ́n gbà pé wọ́n ti declare? Wọn ò gbà. Àrònú ni o. Ẹ má jẹ́ àtìra sínú àpọ̀n tí ò yọ̀.
Well, okay.
Whoever is saying that, I'm talking emphatically to whoever is leading that kind of blind move. I will call it a blind move, and I can prove it anytime. Whoever wants to challenge me about this, àti sọ fún aráàlú nílé, kì í ṣe London tàbí America tàbí Brazil tàbí anywhere láti máa ṣe declaration. Orílẹ̀ wa ní Egure, ní Yakoyo, ní Sọ̀bẹ, ní Sílúkó, ní Ìsanlúsì, gbogbo àwọn ìlú bẹ́yẹn ló yẹ kó yé. Kò tí ì yé wọn, ẹ̀ ń pariwo pé ẹ fẹ́ declare. Ẹ má jà tanra wa, ẹ má jà tira wa sí nǹkan tí ò yẹ kí, ẹ má jà disgrace Yorùbá race. A jù yẹn lọ, ká má sọ nǹkan tí ó máa fa ìtìjú fún wa. Whoever is doing that, kó yá mọ̀ pé kán yọwọ́ nú ẹ̀. Kì í ṣe pride, kì í ṣe pé èmi ni mo sọ, èmi ni mo dálẹ̀. Ṣé àwọn aráàlú mọ̀ nípa pé a fẹ́ lọ? Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ń gbọ́, ẹ máa gbọ́, ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ń gbọ́ bọ̀ tún wọn mọ ìtumọ̀ àti ìdí abájọ tá a fẹ́ fi lọ. Torí mò ń bá àwọn èèyàn sọ̀rọ̀, àti àwọn ọmọdé àti àgbà, mò ń bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ nílé lójoojúmọ́. Mo ṣẹ̀ máa ń ṣàlàyé fún wọn pé ìdí abájọ tá a máa fi kúrò ní 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Àwọn nǹkan tí a ti gbádùn nílẹ̀ Yorùbá tẹ́lẹ̀, a fẹ́ padà sí ibẹ̀ sí ń gbádùn ẹ̀. Ìyà tó ń jẹ àwọn abiyamọ lórí health service, a fẹ́ kó kúrò lẹ̀ by our starting a new policy and a new policy of free health and free services to reach everybody, particularly to the age of 18. And after that, a small amount of payment, and then hospital gbọ́dọ̀ reject anybody tó bá sick. Pé tó bá fowó lẹ̀, wọn ò ní tọ́jú ẹ̀. Ìyẹn ò gbọ́dọ̀ máa ṣẹlẹ̀, àìmọye èèyàn ló ti kú nítorí nǹkan tá a ti fílẹ̀. Àìmọye èèyàn ló ti kú torí pé àní títì mọ́. Àìmọye èèyàn ló ti kú torí àní electricity mọ́. Electricity tó wà tí ó yẹ kó wà, tẹ Awólọ́wọ̀ ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ rural electrification after kínní. Even títí kan railway, àìmọ̀ wa ó yẹ ká ti bẹ̀ sí kọ́, I need láti gbàṣẹ lọ́wọ́ ìjọba àpapọ̀. The only place tán ti ní àṣẹ ni pé national railway tó kọjá láti region kan sí the other region, ìyẹn làwọn ti ní àṣẹ pé region ò lè ṣe yẹn, but region lè ṣe èyí tó máa connect àwọn ìlú tiwọn. That's how nations grow. But tiwa òdì là ń ṣe sí. Àwa tá a jẹ́ lọ́yà, a máa obey constitution sódì. Not even the 1969 constitution, the original old constitution wa. Àwọn bàbá wa bíṣẹ̀ kan rí pé kì í ṣe loophole, àyè wà fún wa láti ṣe ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ nǹkan fúnra wa. Even tá a bá ìpèrà Nàìjíríà, but a rò wípé òfin ò jẹ́ ká ṣe, òfin kankan ò ní ká má ṣe. Torí mo gbọ́ngbà kan, Odua investment láwọn fẹ́ ṣe railway connecting their towns and villages. Federal government wá dáhùn pé it's a federal matter, but Odua investment dẹ̀ dákẹ́. Answer Odua investment wà bí national railway ní federal matter, regional railway is not federal matter. You can take it to anywhere in the world, any court of arbitration in the world. That is nǹkan tá a bá dúró lé lórí nìyẹn. By now we have had many lines. Kì í ṣe 5 station railway tán lọ ṣe sẹ́kọ̀ọ́ tán pariwo ẹ̀. Èèyàn mélòó ló fẹ́ gbé out of 21 million, wọ́n ló máa gbé 500,000. Kí nìyẹn? Nonsense ni. Àwọn èèyàn dẹ̀ ń jó fún kí ni? Ṣé ẹni tó wà lágége tó fẹ́ lọ sí Yaba lásọ pé òun fẹ́ lọ wọ railway ní kíní ní mile 2 lọ sí kò dé Ìkẹjà, mile 2 lọ sí Marina, which is the area that railway covers at the moment. This is nonsense. Okay. We are not growing. We are not lo ọpọlọ wa. Ọlọ́run tó fún wa lọ́pọlọ, Ọlọ́run tó fún wa lóye, ó dà nípa ìjòyè yẹn sẹ́yìn. Àwa ń ijó yege. Inú wa ń dùn fún kíni. Ẹnìkan sọ pé òun build Lagos. Lagos tó ju èmi lọ. Lagos tó ju gbogbo wa lọ. Lagos ti wà ń bẹ̀. Even nǹkan òyìnbó tó dé, wọ́n kàn sọ lórúkọ ní àwọn Portuguese, and in fact that comes to the EU pé àwọn Lagosians àwọn Lagos Council of those days ó yẹ kán ti mọ bí wọ́n ṣe máa link mọ́ the original Lagos in Portugal kán rí bí small Lagos in Portugal tó jọ Lagos ti tó wà Nàìjíríà kán bọ́n ṣe develop bẹ̀ very beautiful small town Lagos in Portugal pẹ̀lú lango bíi ti Èkó à ń ṣe kí ni aláǹṣèlú àròrí.
Alagba Ajala, I want to ask you this question again. Ayomoye ọ̀nà ni wọ́n máa ń gbàdé ọjà. As it is, we are broken into many pieces. Àwọn group oríṣiríṣi, there are many groups. But I must also say, as of last count, there's one main body called YSDM. The YSDM, under that platform, I can imagine I left media. We have almost about 70 groups. So among 70 groups, they're now working on collaboration, working together under one umbrella. And that umbrella is supposed to be a kind of organization to Amadari. I want to ask you, ìgbà wo ló yẹ ká ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní àwọn tó máa, apart from the national leadership, ta ní lọ́dà bàbá, that's àti Ìgbòho. For me, these are more or less the two major leaders that I know. Oh yeah, with another one to lead the YSDM, Alagba. Now, the question I want to ask you is this. Ṣé sì ló yẹ ká ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní a kind of what we call temporary government in exile, ká ti ní gbogbo structure wọ̀nyí? At what time ó lè ẹ̀ka ni? Because abá ní some of jákujàku tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ wọ̀nyí kò yẹ kó máa ṣẹlẹ̀. Because I have a very good connection with other countries. Ìgbà ló yẹ ká ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ kíní wọ̀nyí? Ìgbà ló yẹ ká bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní.
I would say it's never too late to start, but I'll keep on telling everybody pé àti ṣiṣẹ́ tó nílé. Tá bá ti ṣiṣẹ́ tó nílé, government in exile or whatever you might call it will come automatically, because we have to manage the people at home. I want the key. Arrogate ara seeking, because a government in exile is usually formed when there has been an election and the winner maybe is threatened and runs out of the country and sets up a government in exile. Which, as at the time of Abiola, that would have been the best option for him. But we are not in that kind of situation now. We are in a situation where we are calling for the dissolution of the whole country. And to achieve that, we have to agbọ́dọ̀ bá àwọn ará ilé sọ̀rọ̀. Ọ̀rọ̀ èmi ni kíní governor, èmi ni kíní. All we need is now is the people enabling the message to get home. The leadership of the group enabling what to happen at home. It's not a time about government in exile now. It is not time for that. It is the time when we are able to convince our people more clearly. Ká sọ̀rọ̀ òdodo fún wọn tó yé wọn gédégédé wípé ìlú tó ń pè ní Nàìjíríà ó ti tó gẹ́ fún. Wọ́n ti fà wá sẹ́yìn púpọ̀ jù. Láti 1960 náà ti ń fà wá sẹ́yìn. Right from the day tí wọn ò jẹ́ ká Awólọ́wọ̀ jókòó sórí ìtẹ́ nígbà celebration their so-called independence, pé inú agbo ló jókòó sí. From the day tí Balewa ti fi rẹ́dẹ̀rẹ́dẹ́ kan Awólọ́wọ̀, tí ò fún Awólọ́wọ̀ ní invitation ẹ̀ ní House of Rep, nígbà tẹ́ pé àwọn méjèèjì sit opposite each other, the leader of government business and the opposition leader. Ó wá mú paper yẹn lọ send ẹ̀ sí Ìbàdàn sọ́dọ̀ Akíntọ́lá. So whatever Akíntọ́lá does with that paper, tó bá tẹ̀ yẹ kó lọ jù sínú omi ni I don't care. But the first offense is from Balewa. So
but
you see, we
when
need to
it was not only,
government in
let
that
me
value.
let me quickly
Yeah.
interject you there. When it was not, when you say it's from Balewa, Balewa was not the only person who decided on the constitution. It was the
No, no, I'm not talking about the celebration of, don't consider the celebration and the setup of the celebration of 1960 October 1. They both sit opposite each other.
Benny
They are
and the
supposed to have decided, they are supposed to decide who and who to be invited in their
Benny.
different enclaves. That's what I'm saying. It's not about the constitution. It's about the procedure, a process, an understanding of what it means to have a government.
Benny. And I
Bẹ́ẹ̀
remember
dẹ̀ rẹ̀ wọ́n fi kan wá,
Papa
wọ́n fi
Bafemi
kan
Awolowo
Awólọ́wọ̀.
pẹ̀lú
Even
ìyàwó ẹ̀, pẹ̀lú ìyàwó
títí kan, not only that, let me even mention the white last Governor General of Western Region, Sergeant Raki, was also left in the this thing. All because maybe by my conjecturing, he allowed Awolowo the free hand to rule his place without any stoppage. He allowed him to run free service, free education, agriculture, and everything. Maybe ẹ̀sùn tí federal government of the day tí wọ́n fi kàn án nìyẹn. It was not a British intention. It was the intention of Balewa's government. That's the fact. Because you look at the parliament here, the opposition leader and the government leader, they face each other. And the government, each time they are having a national thing, they both discuss it. Like wọ́n fẹ́ lọ march, Bólúkàlùkù ṣe ibi tó máa dúró sí àti gbogbo ẹ̀. They both discuss it. But Balewa did not respect Awolowo's position as the leader of Western Region
yeah,
and the leader of opposition.
that's
That's a fact. And that's one thing I want every elders who are listening, they should stop thinking that Akintola did anything wrong. Kì í ṣe pé bóyá mo like Akintola bẹ́yàn, but I'm looking at procedure.
Yeah, but Alex, the truth of the matter ni pé gbogbo gbà yẹn, that insult, that wọ́yànnílẹ̀ yẹn came with the support of Azikwe pẹ̀lú àwọn Hausa ń gbà yẹn. You should not also forget pé even though on the day of occasion or the day of event here, Awolowo was sitting down with Mama Awolowo at the
That's
back.
what, and Sanjoranki too.
Yes, and he was hurriedly recognized by, I forgot his name now. So where will Awolowo be sitting down among the crowd? Now, but let me quickly leave that area because it has a voluminous information packed into that.
Awolowo gan fúnra ẹ̀ kọ kíni narrative of that event.
Yes,
I have a copy of it.
I also read about it. Now,
I have a copy.
let me take you to another area of this struggle. This struggle, I want you to please take a few minutes to talk about the process and procedure. I'm particular about it. I always bring it up to all my my guests. I want you to please walk us through process and procedure of how do we come out of where we are, and also put into context of do we have to do it by force, or how do we get out? Let's talk about the process first.
Yeah, the process is not difficult, only that we're not seeing it. I kept on repeating it right from the time I joined up with WYC and I started to talk. And one of the greatest things we should achieve that before 2023, we should have had a large movement of our people believing in a new nation. Kì í ṣe pé kí a bèrè lọ́wọ́ àwọn kankan sọ pé kí lẹ̀ ń sọ náà, kí lẹ̀ pè ní Yorùbá nation. But when those people tó ń bèrè question, wọ́n gbàgbé pé Yorùbá làwọn náà, pé kí ni ẹ̀ kan àwọn. But àwa gan tí ó yé ṣàlàyé púpọ̀ fún àwọn èèyàn tó wà nílé pé nǹkan báyìí la fẹ́ rí gbà nù pé a dá wà. A máa list gbogbo ẹ̀, a máa ṣètò ẹ̀ ṣe àlàyé ẹ̀ lọ́kọ̀ọ̀kan fún àwọn ènìyàn láti kó lè yé wọn. Tírú kíni bá yé wọn, torí mo rántí program kan tí mo wò ó ti pẹ́ o, tó sọ pé welcome to Lagos, òyìnbó kan ló lọ sẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ẹ̀jẹ̀ 2-part program. Mo gbọ́ in the background táwọn ọmọ tó ń ṣe àgbèrò àti kínní àti area boys tó sọ pé àwọn ò fẹ́ ṣerú iṣẹ́ yìí, àwọn náà fẹ́ ní ilé, wọ́n fẹ́ ní ọ̀nà, wọ́n fẹ́ fẹ́yàwó, wọ́n fẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́, iṣẹ́ táwọn máa fi gba owó fún ara wọn, kán má jẹ́ pé àwọn kan máa ń sáré káàkiri, kán máa ṣe ọ̀rá àìsàn. They were saying that in the background. Kì í ṣe pé wọn ò mọ̀, wọ́n mọ̀ pé nǹkan táwọn ń ṣe kò ṣe nǹkan tó yẹ kán ṣe. I was so sad pé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ tó ń gbọ́ program mi wọn ò ní wo part ẹ̀, wọ́n á kàn máa wo ibi tí òyìnbó ti lọ ń jẹ gúgúrú tàbí ẹ̀pà tàbí kíní tó ń mu burúkutu, ìyẹn náà máa wò. Wọn ò ní fetí sí nǹkan tí ó ń dùn àwọn ọmọ tó ń pè ní area boys. I remember clearly anybody tó báyìí ní program yẹn kó lọ tún wò, kó fèsì sí i. Àwọn ìbò náà gbọ́n, wọn ò fẹ́ sọ pé àwọn náà gbé kíní yẹn jáde, but wọ́n allow kí àwọn boys yẹn sọ̀rọ̀, but wọn ò dá sí. Wọn ò dá sí. Wọn ò béèrè pé kí ló yẹ kí wọ́n wá ṣe. But the message was there. Kò yé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wa. Ara ibi tí òyìnbó máa ń sọ pé wọ́n lè fi nǹkan òye sí àárín ìwé, àní wò.
Torí a máa pé Yorùbá ò ní kàwé.
Kì í dẹ̀ ṣe pé a kì í kàwé. A máa ń kàwé láti pass, a kì í kàwé láti ní òye. À ń kàwé láti ní òye fún òye fún rẹ̀. A máa ń kàwé láti pass.
Mo sọ iná pé ohun tá a máa ń ṣe jù nìyẹn tó jẹ́ pé gbogbo ní PhD pọ̀. Mo lọ́rẹ̀ẹ́ kan náà is highly blessed, is highly educated, is a professor wà lamẹ́ríkà. PhD tí ọ̀rẹ́ mi ní professor yẹn Harvard 22 nsìn, as of last time tí mo rí ṣe about 18. So ó kàn ní but he's a highly educated, he's an erudite, he's a professor in many highly respected worldwide. So now let me take you the problem tí a ní sìn, kí la ṣe fẹ́ kó nídìí ẹ̀, kí la lè ṣe láti kó níbi tá a wà ń sìn. Torí when I say níbi tá a wà ń sìn, it is one thing for everybody kó máa sọ pé à ń ṣe nǹkan náà ní ẹnìkan. Mo sọ láti go back to that. Lẹ́nìkan sọ pé òun ti gba Yorùbá nation pé àwọn ní láti ṣe kankan mọ́, èyí tó kù ni pé kọ́kọ́ máa ṣe rally nǹkan kan báyìí. I wanted to I think I asked no, it's not funny because
mo ń sunkún mo ń rẹ́rìn ni. Tá bá ń sunkún máa ń rẹ́rìn. A ti gbà.
Then the most of the time tó máa ń invoke ọ̀rọ̀ Ọlọ́run, how much I know you are Christian, how much ni ọ̀rọ̀ Ọlọ́run ló ní ṣe pẹ̀lú ọ̀rọ̀ ẹni tó bá fẹ́ gba new nation? How much?
Ọlọ́run fún wa ní ohùn láti sọ̀rọ̀ òdodo. Ọlọ́run ní pé ká sọ pé gbogbo nǹkan tí à ń sọ Ọlọ́run ló fi yé wa. Ọlọ́run fún wa láàyè láti ronú fúnra wa. Bóyá o jẹ́ Christian tàbí ẹlẹ́sìn ìbílẹ̀ tàbí Mùsùlùmí. Ìdúpẹ́ tó yẹ ká máa dúpẹ́ lọ́lọ́run pé òye tí mò ń sọ yìí o, ìmí tọ́lọ́run fún mi jẹ́ kí n lè ronú láti sọ yìí. Kì í ṣe pé Ọlọ́run wá bá mi sọ̀rọ̀ bọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ ṣe máa ń sọ. Ọlọ́run wá bá mi sọ̀rọ̀. Ọlọ́run sọ fún mi ní ojúmọ́mọ́. Ọlọ́run sọ fún mi nínú àlá. Bu iyì fún Ọlọ́run tá a bá ń ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. Irú ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ tẹ́ bá sọ fún pé scientifically èmi náà lè predict àwọn events tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀. Many years back èmi náà ń sọ pé tó bá yá ọ nígbà ìmọ̀ ìwà ńlẹ̀, mo ní tó bá yá àwa ọmọ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá tó wà Nàìjíríà a máa bẹ̀ sí ń sá kúrò, àní fẹ́ padà wá mọ́. Àwọn èèyàn mi sọ pé ẹ̀ṣẹ́ Ọlọ́run ló sún mi ní Ọlọ́run kan mọ́ ní reasoning, òye tó Olódùmarè fún mi mo fi rò ó. gbogbo wa la ní òye yẹn.
A kind of a
Nǹkan
critical
báyìí, yeah,
reasoning, Abi?
yeah, critical analysis.
Yes.
Òye tọ́lọ́run fún wa nìyẹn, ló fi fún wa lọ́pọlọ pé ká lè ronú, ká lè ṣe what we call deductive reasoning and look ahead. Just like tí àwọn bàbá wa máa ń sọ pé tá bá fẹ́ mọ nǹkan tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ lọ́jọ́ iwájú, a kọ́ wo ẹ̀yìn náà. And that's the thinking process. A kọ́ wo ẹ̀yìn náà. Báwo ló ṣe jẹ́ tẹ́lẹ̀? Báwo ló ṣe rí? Báwo ló ṣe kàn mọ́ tìsín? Báwo ló ṣe máa wá kàn mọ́ ti ọjọ́ iwájú? Tẹ́ bá lè rí gbólóhùn fún gbogbo àwọn nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn àti ìlànà fún, ẹ wá sọ fún èèyàn pé gbogbo wa la ní agbára láti ronú bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn, kì í ṣe pé especially lẹ́nìkan, because God created us in his image and breathed the breath of life into us all. Wọn ò pín fún anybody yàtọ̀. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ alákànbó mọ́lẹ̀, gbogbo wa la ní agbára láti ronú. Ká má sọ pé lánàá mo jí Ọlọ́run wá bá mi, ó ní pé báyìí báyìí ni kí ẹ ṣe ṣe. Ẹ má tan àwọn èèyàn jẹ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn, kò dáa. Sí ìtàn ń pè ní táwọn òyìnbó máa ń pè ní the tyranny of the majority. Tọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ á mọ òye tí òye dídì tá máa fi ṣe ìwà wò. Òun ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ láàrin wa. Òye tí ò ń ṣe òye gidi. Mo rò bí ẹ̀yin tẹ́ fẹ́ gbọ́ èdè Yorùbá mi mọ ìtumọ̀ nǹkan tí mò ń sọ. Torí pé ọ̀rọ̀ tí àwọn bàbá wa sọ fún mi, mo fẹ́ rọra farabalẹ̀ mú ọ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan jáde. Torí mo wá sọ ọ́ di tèmi, mi ò sọ pé torí pé bàbá mi ló sọ. Mo ti wá sọ di tèmi tí mò ń jẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ gbọ́. Bọ́rọ̀ ṣe rí nìyẹn.
Ẹ ṣé Alàgbà Ajala. Now, as we speak now, I have dedicated this program to àwọn èèyàn wa wípé kí máa gbé ẹni tó jẹ́ historian àgbà. Because of time, we still have about 8 minutes to play with, because I have another program I want to do. So I want to hold on. I think I have a caller. Hold on. Hello, I'm on a live program. Do you have something to contribute, or you want to say something? I'm on live program. Hello? Okay, thank you very much. Okay. Hello, Alex.
Yeah.
I want you to tell our viewers all over the world what are in it, because some people are still saying wípé afẹ́jáde. Some people are still saying pé must we? Can't we use opportunity as we have it, as we go on, to stay within and still achieve aims and objectives if we were to have a nation? And I have 2 questions to ask you. Based on that thinking, which again, whoever is thinking like that or whoever is thinking like that, they have the right. Tó bá di ní ọ̀la, this is purely hypothetical. I ask everybody, and I will continue to ask. Tó bá di ní ọ̀la, from experience and now we know that it is as difficult as it can be. I told people that I've known you for almost about 35 years now. And I remember first or second or third meeting, it was easy. Yoruba must go. And it took me a long time to want to believe. Let me finish. To want to agree. Now, there's this situation where we are Tabara Wansi. We have written letter to Buhari. We've done this, we've done that. Tó bá di ní ọ̀la, and this is a please question. I want you to break it down properly. Tó bá di ní ọ̀la tí Buhari bá sọ pé, again, like I said, it's hypothetical. If we get an invitation to come and discuss way forward as to I want to exit Yoruba from Nigeria, will you, number one, agree to that meeting to go there and talk?
The hypothetical question is an impossible question from Buhari, knowing Buhari
I'm
and
no, no,
his.
no.
No,
Let's say
listen,
tó bá jẹ́
let me go on. He
tó bá
will
jẹ́ lómi
never,
possible
he
lọ́la.
will never, ever, ever, ever do that kind. Just like you need to believe that Buhari was going to listen and talk about Yoruba nation. It was a very puerile way of thinking. He himself is looking at how best he can incorporate Niger into Nigeria and how best he can take over our grassland and this thing. I'll tell you, that hypothesis will not work at all in any form
Okay.
because of what I know. Amongst the Fulanis amongst us, like now, most of them, and some of them, Tongbe de Yoruba, they have come to take over our land. Look at the whole belt of the from Badagry up to Yewa to Igboho, Kishi to Kiama. Most of the land is virtually almost empty because the Fulanis have driven our people out. Most of our people have gone back to their relations in Benin Republic. That belt, I told you, 1976, there was a motor rally that traced the road between Badagry and Sokoto without touching Ibadan and without touching a little bit on Abeokuta through Ruwa and all that to Lalate. That was that was an exploration. Wọ́n fi wádìí ọ̀nà gbogbo ibi táwọn máa kọ́ gbà dé òkun. Torí Bàlẹ̀ wá ti sọ pé àwọn ò fẹ́ Nàìjíríà àìmọye ìgbà nínú ìwé ẹ̀ ńlá tó ṣe. A fine gentleman, a man from the rock by Trevor Clark. Many chapters níbẹ̀ ló ti express pé àwọn ò fẹ́ Nàìjíríà. We sort of àwa Yorùbá la accept pé Nàìjíríà gbọ́dọ̀ wà láti 1906. So there is no way Buhari, who comes from Maradi in Niger, which he does not deny. Ṣebí ìgbà yẹn wọ́n kọ́ ń fi bú Àtíkù pé it's not a Nigerian, kíní kan lè kúrò. They forget if they look at the map of Nigeria, the area where he comes from, which is the northern Cameroons, had been part of Nigeria ever before any one of them was born. So that's one fact we did not know. And he himself, Buhari, was not even close to being a Nigerian as at the time he was born. He was born in Maradi. That's a fact. But he claims that he came to Daura to live with his parents. Well, I don't deny that fact because they move in a nomadic form and create a semblance of a town Fulani by creating some towns like we know now, like Daura, Katsina, and Sokoto, and all that, Benin KB, all that town Fulani towns. So we will not,
All
in
right.
any form,
So,
say the only time anything of any semblance of a discussion will happen is if the whole Yoruba race now in Nigeria now agree that they want the dissolution of that country. That's when a discussion of a referendum within the Yoruba area will happen, not a national referendum, because the Igbos will not decide our future. We have the right to decide our own future from a national referendum signed by the United Nations, not from Buhari,
yes.
not
Now,
a discourse from Buhari.
you now brought me to another area that I've always wanted to discuss with you. Again, let's have an hypothetical. I'm sorry, I need to use that word. If tomorrow, then again, like I don't want to say Buhari or anybody, another president, whoever it's going to be, I don't know. Tobani, okay, referendum. Let's sit down and talk and probably make it possible to insert referendum into the constitution, because one of the biggest hurdle tani ní pé kò sí referendum no 1999 constitution probably will have been voted. Tó bá fi referendum sínú tó bá fi sínú constitution lọ́la tó máa lé òkè
Uh,
go let me finish. Tá Taba Dibo, what do you think the likely outcome could be? You know, there are two questions, always two questions, because the meta for referendum is always yes or no. You know, what do you think the likely outcome? I mean, it's going to be within the Yoruba area, anyway. Igbo ní láti gbé.
Yes.
So,
Think about it. Let me answer that before we run through to some. You see, before a referendum is called, these institutions of governance in such area who have seen that the people of that area are calling for it. And
yeah,
the obvious answer is yes for the referendum of let's go to attend so Israel. That's the obvious answer that will come out, not otherwise. That's
yes,
the same thing that happened in every other part of the world that has had a referendum, like Southern Sudan and Timor-Leste. Some did not have referendum; it was just an acclamation. That is between two ethnic nationals, the Czechs and the Slovaks. There's an acclamation that we are going our separate ways, and they informed the United Nations because the process, the United Nations was aware that we are going towards dissolving this country, and we are going to agree. And then there was the agreement. And I'll tell you, if you want to investigate, in the last 40 years, estimatedly, there have been about 32 new countries that were formed in the world.
yes, as I mentioned, yeah,
32 new countries. And that does not preclude Nigeria to be fractured into new countries. I've so told Adobayero the same thing. I'll keep on repeating myself. Pé mo máa tún máa gbọ́dọ̀ máa sọ Adobayero rányàn sí mi ní London rí ní year 2000 láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ lórí ìwé tí a kọ. I think it's nearby. Ìwé yẹn wà nearby, yes. Ìwé tí a kọ ńgbà yẹn. I don't know if you can see it. Oh God, it cannot focus. Torí mobile phone máa ń kọ. But the title is Southern Nigerian Solidarity Movement. Southern Nigeria, the case for self-determination. But tí Adebayo rí copy tí wọ́n send sí federal government. Nǹkan náà send it sí. The Attorney General sent it to him. And then when he read it, he now sent somebody through Rimi to find out the people who wrote this book and ask what is the next step. And I sent the message back through the Alaji, Omo Ilorini, I will not mention his name, Omo Ilorini. Pé kán sọ fún Adebayo, the Emir of Kano, pé we should all go our separate ways and stop this bickering and killing of each other unnecessarily, which Oyinbo man can describe as bloodletting, continuous bloodletting that has no end. It has not had an end now until we quit. Continuous bloodletting kan para wọn, and maybe a civil war to the bargain. Even 1953, ìgbà tí Akintola lọ sí Kíní láti lọ campaign pé ká ní independence, they started killing people the following day because they even didn't allow Akintola to leave the airport, Kano airport, níjọ́ tó lọ, 1953. Tí àwọn fẹ́ gbọ́, kò lè wá campaign lọ́dọ̀ àwọn. We have àwa Yorùbá, all these things are documented left, right and center. Àwa la tira wa sínú gbàgàtà wa.
yeah.
It's not the British, it is our own ignorance, intellectual ignorance, I'll call it.
So what do we do, Alagba Ajala, because of time?
We have to campaign.
What do we do to move forward?
We have to campaign.
Okay.
We have to campaign. We have to stop. We have to not stop talking to our people. We have to. People talk to our people to open up their minds because kò yé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀. Oúnjẹ tá à ń jẹ tẹ́lẹ̀ it was not from the north. Most of Lagos fresh fruits and vegetables was from Idogo, on the branch railway to Idogo, on the way to Abeokuta. Every Friday there was a railway load of fresh fruits and vegetables to Lagos in the past. We can do it again. We have the land. We have the people. We have to re-educate. I won't say education. We have to re-educate our people. Ká tún túnra wa kọ́, ká tún ara understand orin kan báyìí, iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀ níṣẹ́ ilẹ̀ wa, ẹni kò ṣiṣẹ́ a máa jalè. You see, we have to go back to that.
láìsí ọkọ́
Àti àdá kò pé o, because we still ẹ̀kọ́ yẹn ló máa jẹ́ ká tún mọ àgbẹ̀ yẹn ṣe, tá a mọ what industrialized agriculture tá a máa ṣe, tó ń jẹ́ máa pọ̀ jaburata, tá a máa process, tá a máa employ a lot of people. Àwọn tó máa photographer wà ń bẹ̀ tó máa ṣe fọ́tò pálí tó máa yà fún pé ẹ̀wà nìyí o, òkè leléyìí o, kíní leléyìí o, láfún leléyìí. Photographer máa wà ń bẹ̀. Ẹ̀kọ́ náà ló lọ kọ́ photography. Àwọn onímọ́tò, àwọn engineer, àwọn mechanic tó máa gbóúnjẹ lọ láti àwọn railway drivers. You see, there are so many things that we will gain if we have a new nation back.
Yes, and in fairness, I think I'm very proud to even say that I belong to a group of people that is being led now by one of our able women leader, Dr. Jennifer Zakin, tó wà ní orí program Ọmọlúwàbí, and this large number of followers are now following exactly the example you just made, because when wọ́n ti bẹ̀ sí dáko, wọ́n ti bẹ̀ sí gbìn nǹkan ọ̀gbìn with the hope pé maybe in another 1 month or so tí ebi bá dẹ̀ ti kó ònú ìṣẹ́ bùṣe. And this is the correct thing you said. These are the normal way of doing it. But you see, how do we tell our people? Torí àwọn kan sì sọ pé a ti gbà á máa gbà. Because this is what you are saying. It's not a process. It's not a process of 1 month. It's not a process of 1 year. We need to follow the procedure like we really said before. So to the time. So it's not something we can get overnight. Am I right to say that?
Yes, yes. Fataki is someone that I also associate with. I talk with her regularly, and I appreciate what she's doing.
She's doing a
So,
good job.
yeah, I appreciate what she's doing. Some of the time I talk on her program, or I talk personally to her about my views, which I always tell her that she can make my views her views. Let us share it, because it is not personal to me. It is for the Yoruba race, what I'm saying. So that's the way I see myself. It's not a personal thing that I hold to. It's not exclusive. Whatever I'm saying, it's to everyone listening to me.
Because she has made it
to wake up to that reality, that we need to educate our people at home. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn èèyàn wa nílé ní òye, wọ́n mọ̀ pé Yorùbá làwọn. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ló ti ń sọ pé kọ́lọ́ mú ọmọ ẹ̀ dání. Ló ti ń sọ way back from the 1990s. Ló ti ń sọ. So we have to enhance it by saying that we follow their pain, that pain is our pain of the lack. Ẹ wo Èkó kò ní sí electricity. Yet ẹ máa sọ pé we are civilized. Civilized. Gbogbo ilé lẹ máa rí giant generator. Rí nínú ilé passage, rí tiny generator. Gbogbo efi eruku. And then the children are developing asthma and all that. And then the quality of life is degraded. These are the things we need to campaign, that we don't need this. And gbogbo àwọn water works táwọn òyìnbó ṣe lẹ̀, a lè restore wọn padà láti máa fún wa lómi, láti fún wa electricity, láti fún wa ní irrigation waters, láti fún wa ní recreation surfaces fún boating, fún fishing. Gbogbo ẹ̀ ló wà lórí ilẹ̀ wa, bá tá a lè débẹ̀ mọ́ torí àwọn Fúlàní ti wà ní àyíká wa. And that is why we need to campaign for the dissolution of this place, so that we go our separate ways. Nǹkan tí mo sọ fún Àdóbà Iró náà nìyẹn ní year 2000 tó rán lágbájá yẹn through Remi sí mi. They know. Tẹ́ bá tẹ́ bá ronú padà sẹ́yìn. Dátì Ahmed tó sọ̀rọ̀ tó jẹ́ deputy kìíní was one of those promoting pé kí olúkàlùkù máa lọ tẹ̀ka rẹ̀ tó máa jìyà. Dátì Ahmed in year 2000. Yes. And most of them, the emirs and all, ní ìyá kíní during the conference of 2014 tí wọ́n láwọn ṣe conference irọ́ tí wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ kéde. One northerner stood up and said, let us go our separate ways because all this discussion is a waste of time. Let us go our separate ways so that we can develop according to our wish and listen. That was the statement I told Adebayo, which he had passed through all the emas. They were repeating my statement. But ọmọ ìsàlẹ̀ wa ló sọ pé we have not come to discuss our separation. We have come to discuss how we are going to work together within Nigeria. When you should have taken advantage of this statement from the north.
That is part of what I was trying to ask you, Alex. That's part of what I was trying to ask you. Kàtẹ́ láti ṣọ́ra because kàtẹ́ ní àwa ní opportunity fún referendum with the new government coming in Nigeria, and we still remain our own mandate and we want our own country. Tábàtẹ̀ wà ní opportunity fún ara àwọn èèyàn tán láti ṣọ́ra fún nìyẹn. Irú that example of what you just said now. Trump láàrin wa gan. Tábàtẹ̀
I'm a boring one because you know how we are going to borrow one. I want the people below them like gbọ́dọ̀ tackle by proper information, and that's why we need reflecting video and so on, and access to data to my accessible phone, so that one lè gbóòótọ́ and tó bá you see nǹkan tán ọ̀rọ̀ ní agbára ó dẹ̀ láṣẹ ní gbogbo nǹkan àgbáyé, and some white writers say information is power. And the propaganda is also power. During the Second World War, àwọn òyìnbó wọ́n ṣe propaganda kan, physical propaganda, wọ́n set up army síbì kan láti show pé àwọn.
Hello, I think I have a caller for you. Let's take the call. Hello. Hello. Who is calling and where are you calling from?
Yeah, good evening. Good evening. My name is Shay. I'm calling from France.
Okay, you're welcome.
Right. I want to appreciate your guest, Baba Ajala, for his in-depth analysis and the input he has, his input into the movement, the Yoruba self-determination movement. I have just two questions that came on. I want to ask Baba Ajala.
I'm listening.
The one is nípa àwọn èèyàn wa wọ́n sọ pé àti bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ láti bá àwọn èèyàn wa sọ̀rọ̀. My own concern is what are
Faith. Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ o? Mi ò gbọ́ mọ́.
Hello, we can hear you. Yeah.
Mi ò gbọ́ gbogbo nǹkan tẹ́ sọ.
Ṣé first question ẹ ti get
Mi ò gbọ́. The only statement I had, my own concern is.
My first question again, I get to repeat.
Okay, go on.
Now, what are the various means available to us that we can use to educate our people, bearing in mind the present Nigerian debacle? Number two, forget the first one.
Yeah, go on.
Second one, the area of agriculture and food sustenance. How do we get our people back into the farms, despite or bearing also looking at the prevailing security situation of our farmers, what can we do to make sure we encourage or we take back our people or encourage our people to go back into farming? Both those are already farmers and those that want to intending farmers, or those that want to invest into farming. Looking at our security situation bí àwọn nǹkan táwọn èèyàn ń go àti onígbogbo eré Ìbàràpá for example gbogbo artist tí bàbá dárúkọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan yẹn gbogbo artist làwọn Fúlàní ti láwọn èèyàn akó lórí ilẹ̀ yẹn tán so don't fi màálù wọn jẹ oko wọn so what can we do to make sure that our farmers are able to produce at optimum?
Alex.
Mo ti gbọ́rọ̀ yín. Yeah, in a compassment, nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ni pé I keep on repeating, we need to educate our people about the reason why we have to go. And we have a long list of the reasons why we have to go. Lè máa ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ pé ó tẹ́ wa lọ́rùn ká máa lo generator. Lè máa ṣe pé ó tẹ́ wa lọ́rùn ká má ní títì tó dáa. Lè máa ṣe pé ó tẹ́ wa lọ́rùn ká má ní ìwòsàn fún àwọn abiyamọ àtàwọn ọmọ ọ̀dọ́ àtàwọn wẹ́wẹ́. Nítorí irú àwa ń sìn tí ẹ̀ ń wò, free health service ló jẹ́ kí àwa bá ṣe wà yìí. Free education, àwọn nọ́mbà tán kọ sí wa lọ́wọ́ fún immunization láyé ìgbà tá a kéré ó sì wà lọ́wọ́ mi ní apá mi àti lókè. And forever ni ló ń ràn wá lọ́wọ́ láti ní ìwòsàn.
Jẹ́ kí n wo tèmi bóyá ó ti lọ. Ó wà bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Tèmi náà wà bẹ́ẹ̀ o.
Ṣẹ́rí. So gbogbo àlàyé la gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe fún àfẹ́ kíyà jẹ ẹnìkọ̀ọ̀kan nílẹ̀ Yorùbá mọ́. Kíyà má jẹ wá ni pé a gbọ́dọ̀ pè fún kí ìlú yẹn kó yapa fúnra wọn. Kì í ṣe ìkan náà. A máa tẹnu mọ́. Yorùbá ní Yorùbá ń jẹ́, Haúsá ní Haúsá ń jẹ́, Ìgbò ní Ìgbò ń jẹ́. Àgbédè ara wa. Nínú ìtẹ́ bá pàdé ara yín nílé òkèèrè, ẹ rí dé àtọ̀. Ẹ gbọ́ tí Ìgbò ń sọ̀rọ̀. Níbi tí mo ti ń ṣe Ìgbò méjì kan wà bẹ́ẹ̀, ìkan ò tẹ̀gbédè torí pé ìlú iná bí sí. Ìkejì ó gbọ́ èdè wọn dáadáa. Táwọn àlejò bá dé tó gbọ́ Ìgbò tán bá ń bára wọn sọ̀rọ̀. Àwọn yòókù tàjọ ṣe wọn ní ṣé mi ò gbọ́ ní ṣebí Nàìjíríà ló mú ní àkèṣe kan náà. Wọ́n ní then why are you Nigerians then if you don't understand it? I say well, ibi tá a bára wa nìyẹn, political idiosyncrasy tá a rò bí kan náà ni wa. So ní ti oko temporarily èmi sọ pé ó wà lọ́wọ́ àwọn ọba ìjòyè àtàwọn ará baálẹ̀ ìlú kọ̀ọ̀kan. Kán bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń ṣe cooperative kán jọ máa lọ sóko lẹ́ẹ̀kan náà. Tán bá pọ̀ tán jọ lọ sóko, wọ́n á lè defend ara wọn. Wọ́n á lè bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ibi tó yẹ ká ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń claim ilẹ̀ wa padà ní oko wa. A lè bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń fẹsẹ̀ múlẹ̀ pé ibi báyìí ilẹ̀ bàbá wa ni, kò sẹ́ni tó lè lé wa kúrò ńbẹ̀ mọ́ ká ṣoko. That's pending the time the big thing will start to happen when we have a new nation by establishing agricultural services, extension services, assistance on the farms, research stations in various local governments for agricultural productivity, which was already being put in place. Láyé ìgbàwo lọ́wọ́, a few of the things tí ó wà nílẹ̀ tí ó ṣẹ́kù like ní Ìwó, there was a large dairy industry. Kì í ṣe àwọn Fúlàní náà ni àwọn èèyàn wà ní. Tó ti ń produce milk. Tó ń distribute milk ní Ìbàdàn. Àwọn náà máa ń gba ìgò milk bíi ti London lẹ́nu ọ̀nà wa. We should go back to that. But to do that, we still need to campaign amongst the people. First of all, cooperative farming. Kì í ṣe olúkálùkù máa ní oko tiẹ̀, bọ̀tán máa jọ lọ sí aginjù ibi tí wọ́n ní oko sí. Máa jọ máa ṣoko. Tó bá máa padà lọ sílé, kán má fira wọn lẹ̀, kán jọ padà sílé lẹ́ẹ̀kan náà. Tó bá ní ègùrè sóko ibi tó máa ti jẹun, kán ṣe collectively. Ẹ wá jẹun o, ọkùn mọ̀ bọ́n ṣe máa ń lu igi àti agogo. Ẹ wá jẹun o, ẹ wá jẹun ó ti yá. Ẹ jẹun ẹ tún padà sí iṣẹ́ tẹ̀ ń ṣe. That way, àwọn Fúlàní ẹ̀rù á bẹ̀ sí ń bà wọ́n láti yọ sí wa torí wọn ò mọ nǹkan tá à ń ṣe. Títí ìjẹ́ fún wọn náà máa lọ.
One more country and she time is not on my side. Wanted to do 1.5 hours.
Okay.
So
Ẹ
what?
ṣé gan ni.
Uh,
And mo tọrọ ìdáríjì pé mi ò tètè wọlé.
that's all
Mo
right.
mo ti jókòó, but kọ̀ǹpútà mi ló kàn ṣe kíní tó rò mi máa ń lò.
That's fine. That's fine.
So
Finally,
bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń wò ó sí fóònù ni mo ń lò, mo kàn ra gbé dúró
and
bẹ́ẹ̀.
yeah, and I also say on this on my show that pé tẹ bá ti ń rí àwọn gbogbo bàbá 70 nǹkan kan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn most of the time à ń dá ṣe fúnra wa ni ó ti ẹ̀ kan tán bá yìn wá Alàgbà tó bẹ́ẹ̀ látòkè tó wọ̀ tó wò sí tán bá yìn kò ń kọ́kọ́ yìn ra wọn tó lórí mi sórí ló ti bọ́lẹ̀ ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń gbọ́ wa tẹ́ ń rí wa tẹ́ ẹ jẹ́ ká appreciate ara wa because like I said I have wanted to have a glamorous kìnnìkan studio bank or I can't afford it because àwọn ọmọ tó ń ṣe I cannot blame them. They need the money, and if I don't have the money to pay them, that's exactly by force. Lèmi àti wa àti some other group wa là ń láì ní kí n là ọ̀gá tiẹ̀ ní wá ọ̀gá ni wọ́n sọ la fi mọ kínní lèmi fi I have had issues nígbà míì aago máa dún bí a ti máa dún lọ́wọ́ but I have always come to fix it myself and I want to thank you very much. I want to appreciate you. Àpẹ fúnra wa inú gbogbo wa dùn.
Àmín.
Gbogbo àwọn èèyàn wa. If I have anybody that want to do any follow-up, get in touch with me. I'll read the comment section later on, then I'll get back to you. Alex, it's been my pleasure. Thank you very, very, very much. Ọ̀rẹ́ 30-something years, mi rò pálí tún lò má jẹ́ ká tanra wa. Mi rò pálí tún another 30-something years man. But having said that, when you do another 30 years, so you're going to be 126. Everyone.
Well, a rí àwọn tán tó bẹ́ẹ̀ tẹ́ pé wọ́n sì ń ṣe chamsham káàkiri. Ṣàngóòde ọmọ ọ̀tá àgbàlagbà.
Ben, I want to thank you and I want to say thank you to our viewers, listeners. God bless you all. Ẹ bá mi share kínní kó lè dé some other places that àwọn tán rí wò. So God bless you. And my next guest is going to be another high flyer. That will be either tomorrow or whenever. So, but I will let you know. Thank you very much. End of the broadcast.
Thank you for having me tonight. Mo dúpẹ́ púpọ̀ pé farabalẹ̀ gbọ́ mi ẹ̀dẹ̀ tọ́ mi sọ́nà pé kí n ṣèdè Yorùbá. Mo rò bí gbogbo ètí mo sọ ju 50% Yorùbá ju èdè lọ.
I have to do now. Thank you very, very much.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Bye-bye.